So guys, I hope it was clear to everyone, everything that we've passed through. All right, if you've understood, you can just let me know the reaction and we can begin. All right, fantastic. I'm seeing a lot of good reactions. Really good. Then we'll go ahead. Just a second, guys. There's just a Zoom setting that I just need to sort out here first. Okay, so guys, if you can see my screen, you can let me know and then we can start. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of good reactions. Fantastic. Then we can go ahead and we'll start. So now you see here, guys, this right now is your SketchUp user interface. Now, before you can come to this particular point, there are just a few settings that you just have to go through, and I will show you how you can do that. Okay. So now right here, see guys, I have the SketchUp 21 version. Okay, but I will also show you how you have it in an older version as well. And I'll give you a quick comparison between the older and the newer versions. Okay. Just sticking to your architectural template, guys, it will just be easier for you to work with. All right. So choose whichever measurement you want, keep it in architectural design itself, and you can go ahead and start it that way. Okay. Now, guys, I will be using the 21 version. Now, all you have to do is you just have to go ahead, click on one file over here. All right. And then it is going to go ahead, open in that particular unit of measurement that you want. Okay. Now, guys, we're just going to go ahead. Let's come up here and we'll do that. Now, this is how the difference is there between the older version and the newest version as well. All right. And then you go ahead and open the new file in your SketchUp 21 or even in your older versions. You'll have a window that looks like this. Okay. Now, up until this point, is this clear to everybody? How you can set up your file and how you can start working with it? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of good reactions. Fantastic. Also, guys, one more quick thing. At any point of time, okay, if you want me to go faster or slower, you can just let me know. You even have the chat available. You can just send me a chat. You can send me a message asking that you would like it to go faster or slower. However it is, guys, we will fit a pace that is comfortable for everybody here. Okay. Now, since this is clear to everyone so far, let's get into it. So you see, now we have opened up our SketchUp window. Okay. And guys, when you start your SketchUp, this is how your screen will look. Okay. Now, as soon as you have started your SketchUp, there are just a few things that you will have to do. I will write it down here. Okay. Just so you have it for your reference. You don't have to make any notes, guys. You can give your full attention to the class itself. I suggest don't try to practice along with me as well. Just pay attention to the class. Get your concepts ready. Then when you are working on it, it will be a recollection process for you. That way you will also remember more. Okay. Also, I will share one PDF of notes for you. You can refer to that. Not only that, you will also have the recording available. Okay. So I will write it down here for reference. So later, if you ever need to look at the recording also, you will have it easily available. Now, first thing, as soon as you have opened the SketchUp window, come up here and you have to go out your View tab. In there, you have to go to your tools bar, and then guys, from your tools, you can go ahead, turn on your large tool set as well as your shadows and also your views. Okay. Now I will show you how you can go and do this as well. Okay. Now this is your SketchUp window. Okay. At this right here, you will see a default tray. We will get into that. At the bottom, you will see one thing called measurements. Okay. Now at this point here, guys, the first thing that you have to do, don't worry about any of that. We will go step by step. Okay. The first thing you have to do is just come up to view. And the top, guys, as your normal any other computer application, you will have your entire toolbar at the right at the top. Come up to your view in that. Click on view and select toolbars. Okay. Then you will have a box like this. Inside this, guys, you can see that it is all lined alphabetically. These are basically all of the tools that come with SketchUp by default. Okay. Now, since it's all lined alphabetically, you just have to come down to the S, go ahead, turn on your shadows. Immediately you see there is one particular shadows tab here. All right. After this, you also have to turn on your views also. We're going to come up here, turn on views, and you see immediately it shows up here. Then let's come up to the section for L and turn on your large tool set. And now you see you have this window right here. I'll repeat this again, guys. All you have to do is come up to view, go to toolbars, and in toolbars, everything is lined alphabetically. Okay, you can go ahead, turn on your large tool set as well as your shadows and also your views, turn it on. Okay. Now, guys, since you have just installed SketchUp, most of you, as soon as you have turn them on, you will see that it will actually show up in the middle of your screen. Okay, like this. It will be right here in the middle of your screen. Now, how do you go and organize them? First thing, there are two different methods on how you can organize it. Okay, method one is quite simple. You can just click on it on this blue bar here. Okay, nowhere else, because then it is just going to select that tool itself. Select this blue bar here with your left mouse. You can just go click it, drag it and place it wherever you want, like so. 1 second, guys, just need to move the zoom window here out of the way. All right, here. Okay. If not also, the first thing you can do, guys, you see this blue bar, just double click on it and you see it will automatically go place itself there. Okay. Now you have this one toolbar here, enough space for more tools. You can click here, you can drag it and place it wherever you want. Okay. Same even with this one. Click on this point here. Go ahead, drag it to this point. Now, guys, if you leave it like this, you see, it is just going to go and stop now. You have to come to the middle of the screen and then only will it lock itself in place. I'll repeat this again, guys. All you have to do with this entire set, you can either double click and it will go lock itself automatically. But some tools, it might not be in the place that you want. So for you to customize where you want it to be, you can just click on it, drag it. The ones over here along the side of the screen, you have to just move it to the middle and then it will go and lock itself in place. Okay. So now this way, you can turn on your large tool set, your shadows and your views, and you can go place them on your screen like this. Okay. Now, same way, the one on the right side. Now, when you start your screen, you might not have the default view. If that is the case, no problem, guys. I will tell you what you have to do. Come up to your window, and inside your window, guys, you will see the default tray. Go ahead and click on Show Tray. Make sure it is checked. That's it. This also, for a few of y'all, in some of your systems, guys, it might show up in the middle of the screen. Same process of organization only. Just double click, it will go in place. If you want to customize a particular location, you can just click on it the first time. You see these arrows here, guys? That is basically the lock points. If you just go keep it at that particular point, you see it is showing us here that it is going to be on the full right side of that portion. You can go ahead, leave it there, and you see it has correctly gone ahead and done that. It is in that place. Okay, same process only. I'll repeat it again. You are just clicking. You see this point here, that small arrow. When you move it, just move your mouse to it. Now you can see the entire preview of where it will be. Just let go of the mouse button and it has correctly gone and put itself there. Okay. But now you will notice that suddenly you have lost a lot of screen space, right? Where you are seeing your working area. Now this is called your viewport, basically. But now suddenly you are seeing that you lost a lot of space. Now, in case you don't want this default tray to take up so much space, you can go ahead, you can reduce the size, but you see this is the minimum that you can reduce it to. So instead, guys, what you can do, you see at the top next to your cross, that is your close symbol, there is a small pin button. That is your auto hide. If you go click on that, see, we'll go select it. Now you see it has gone and made itself into just one small sidebar. So now you suddenly have that same space again. But anytime you want the default tray, you can just move your mouse over to that point and you see it will automatically come out. You don't even have to click on it. You just have to move your mouse. Okay. When you move it away, it will just go right back inside that bar. Okay. So this way, you will still have the default tray options, but at the same time, you have more screen space to work with also. All right. So this, guys, is the first thing you have to do as soon as you open your SketchUp. Go ahead, keep your large tool set ready, as well as your shadows and also your views. Okay. Then you can come up to window, go to default tray, make sure your show tray option is on. Once it is on, go ahead, pin it in place if you want. If not, also you can do auto hide. All right. So that it will go and hide itself. Only whenever you want, when you move your mouse there, it will come out as well. Okay. So now, guys, is this clear to everybody? How you can go and set your first initial settings to get your working space ready? Okay. I'm seeing a lot of good reactions. Fantastic. Okay, very good. Then we'll go ahead. Let's continue. I do want to do a quick check, guys. Is this pace okay for everybody? Is it comfortable? If it's clear for you and you are okay with the pace, you can just let me know with a reaction. All right, I'm seeing a lot of good reactions. Fantastic. And again, guys, I just want to remind you all, at any point of time, if you want me to go slower or a little faster also, no problem. You can just let me know even via the chat also. Just send me a message and we'll set the pace that is comfortable for everyone here. Okay. Now, since this is clear to everyone so far, we'll go ahead. Let's continue to how you can start working inside SketchUp. Now, guys, before you go and start making anything, you first need to know how you can basically move inside your viewport. That is your working area, right? Now, there are multiple ways to do this right here. Now, inside of SketchUp, guys, you have a set of tools which are used for your navigation. These are your navigation tools. It is this one right here. Okay, I'm marking it out here as well, so y'all can easily see it. Okay, now guys, we'll go through them. The first tool that you see here, this is your orbit tool. Okay, let's say, see, this is one of the scale models. It will be there in every single version of SketchUp. There will be a different model for every version. Okay, it is just someone from the SketchUp team. They have made a model and they have placed it inside so that it serves as a human scale for reference purposes. That's it. Okay. Now it is a two-dimensional file. Okay, meaning that you see it is quite flat. All right. But now you see how we are actually moving around the screen. How do you do that? First, go and click on this button. This allows you to orbit. Okay, that is, you are going around the entire model space. Go select the tool and then just left click and you see, don't let go of the mouse, just drag. When you let go of the mouse, you're not actually accessing the view. So left click, drag, and now you see we are moving around the particular model. Okay. I'll go ahead. I will show you one point here. Don't worry. I'll show you how to create a rectangle and such. All right. For now, you can just go ahead and watch how it is, how you have to move around it. You see, when you click on the orbit tool, you can select it. And now you see we are moving full 360 degrees around the model. Okay. That is, it allows you to move in a three-dimensional plane. At the same time, if you go to the next tool, the one with the hand in it, okay, that is basically your pan tool. If you go click on it, guys, it will allow you to pan. Now, what is panning? You are just moving, you see, in a two-dimensional plane. That is, it is just a single plane that you are moving in. Now, wherever you go move it to, you cannot go around the model. That is the orbit tool. But if you want to go set a space, your view, whether you want to do it up or down, left or right, you can use the pan tool itself. Okay. Next, guys, you see the small magnifying glass there. Now that is basically your zoom tool. Now when you go click on it, you will see that your mouse has become a small magnifying glass. Okay. Now guys, when you click on this point, click anywhere and then just move your mouse up. You see it zooms in. When you move your mouse down, it will zoom out. Then you can let go of the mouse. Okay, you must keep the mouse clicked to zoom in, to move up. And when you want to zoom out, just move the mouse down. Okay, this way you see it's very easy for you to zoom in and zoom out of your working area as well. Now, let's say that you want to zoom in to this particular spot. Okay, now instead of sitting and zooming in step by step to get to that point, then having to use the pan tool, move to the right. Instead of doing all of that, guys, here's what we're going to do. You see this next tool here, the one with the small square around it, the magnifying glass with the square around it. Now this is basically your zoom extents. All right. Now guys, inside, excuse me, this is your zoom window, and inside your zoom window, when you go click on it, you will see you have a magnifying glass with the square, the same icon, right? Now inside this, guys, here's what you have to do. Just click, drag your mouse, don't let go of the mouse click yet. You see suddenly there is a small square, that is, there's a small window. Now when you let go of the mouse, you see it has correctly zoomed in to that point of whatever is inside the window. Let's say you want to zoom in to this point. We're just going to go click on zoom window. Use your left mouse button to click, start dragging, come up to the point that you want. Once you got that window, then let go of the mouse. And now you see it has correctly zoomed in. I'll repeat this again, guys. Use the zoom window, left click, go ahead, drag it out. Now you have got the window. You can go and let go of the mouse and you see we have zoomed in. Okay. Now let's say you want to quickly zoom out. Again, instead of sitting using the zoom button, going out every single time, you will have the next tool right here, which is your zoom extents. What this is doing is it is basically going to show you the extents of everything that you have modeled. Okay. So now if we go click on this button, watch what happens. You see, it has zoomed out so much that only what you have modeled alone fits into the screen. Okay, that is, it is showing you the extents of everything you have worked on. At any point of time, guys, if you have zoomed into a particular area, you want to quickly zoom out only to see what and all you have modeled in your SketchUp file. Just go ahead, click on this point here, and now you see you have completely zoomed out here. Okay, and that, guys, is your zoom extents. The next tool that you see here is basically the previous zoom point. If there is one particular view that you wanted to go back to, you can just go ahead instead of again going using the zoom window. If you want, you can click this. And now you see it will keep going back to the previous point. If you keep clicking, it is going to keep going back to the previous zoom point. Okay, that is the previous viewing point. All right. So this way, guys, you can use these tools to go ahead and navigate inside your SketchUp. Now, these are how you can go and do it using these icons here. But when you become more used to SketchUp, okay, you will notice that coming and selecting the icons every time just to move around the model will actually not be the most efficient method of working because you're spending a lot of time doing that, right? Instead of this, guys, you can also use your shortcuts. All right. Now, shortcuts are basically keys that have been programmed so that it will perform one particular function. Okay. Very easy to remember also for your navigation tools. Now here guys, the orbit one, it is the letter O. That's it. Orbit. So instead of coming and clicking this every single point, you can just use the letter O. Just type it. Wherever your mouse is, just type the letter O. It will automatically come to this tool and you see you can start orbiting. Okay. Then for the next one, the pan tool. You see the icon is a hand, right? So the shortcut for this is the letter H. Okay. And you have the H tool here. Now you see it will allow you to pan all the way throughout your model. Okay. Now the zoom tool gets exactly what you think it will be. It will just be the letter Z. Go click on it. And now you see you don't have to keep selecting the icon anytime. So now you see we can very easily switch. Use O, you can orbit. You want to move to the right, use your pan tool, that is the letter H, to go and pan around. Same time, whenever you want to zoom in, use the letter Z and you can go and zoom in and zoom out. Okay. So you see, immediately you have noticed that it is much faster. All right. Now, you have shortcuts for your zoom extents and your zoom window also. I will write it out here so that you have it for your reference. Now, guys, for your zoom window, okay, that is to allow you to zoom in to a particular point, you just have to click on Control and Shift and W at the same time. Okay. If not, also just do Control Shift and then click on W. That also is fine. It is basically going to go and bring you the zoom window. At the same time, for your zoom extents, okay, it is Control and Shift. And instead of W, guys, it will be the letter E or E for extents. Okay, that same E, you have it here. Okay, now this is the shortcut for your zoom window and zoom extents. So now you see, instead of us sitting and selecting the tools, I'm going to use the shortcuts. Okay, now we are in our zoom tool. We'll do Control Shift W, and then you see you can just go ahead. You see we are currently in that same area in the zoom window. If you do Control Shift and E, now we have come out. You see it has automatically zoomed out to the extents. That's it. We are now zoom window. We are zooming in. Now you want to zoom to the extents. Either use this button or just use the shortcut Control Shift and E. And now you see we have easily able to see the extents of everything we have modeled. All right. I'll do a quick recap of all the shortcuts, guys. Do pay attention. Now, the orbit tool that will allow you to move in a three-dimensional, full 360 degrees, and wherever around your model. The shortcut for this is the letter O only. To pan around, that is up, down, left, right, in a single plane, movement in a single plane. If you want to pan, you see the icon is a hand symbol. That is why the shortcut by default is the letter H. Okay. And to just do your normal zooming, it is the letter Z. Very straightforward, quite simple to remember. But when you want to do the zoom window, you can do Control Shift W. And now you see we have the entire window set here. Okay. Anytime you want to zoom into the extents, let's say we've zoomed into this point. You want to zoom to the extent, just do Control Shift and E. And now we see we are correctly zooming all the way out here. Okay, like so. 1 second, I think it's just after a second. Okay, all the way through like this. Now guys, other than the shortcut also, I'm going to give you a much simpler method of doing things. All these functions you can go and do with your scroll bar itself, that is with your mouse itself. Okay. Now, guys, this way, when you want to orbit it, you can either use the icon or you can use the letter O, or in your mouse, guys, you have your scroll wheel. Just click the scroll wheel, you see automatically the zoom button has come. Don't let go of it, just start moving around and you see you are orbiting around the model. That's it. Okay. You just have to click the scroll bar and now you can go and orbit around your model with the scroll wheel. Now at the same time, let's say you want to pan, just hold shift and then click the scroll bar, the scroll wheel. And now you see you have the pan tool here. Okay, I'll repeat this again. When you want to orbit it using your mouse itself, instead of using shortcuts or even the icons, you can just go ahead, click your scroll wheel. You have the orbit tool, you can orbit around the model. When you want to pan, you can hold shift and then click the scroll wheel. And you see you can pan around the entire model. Okay. Let's say you want to zoom in and zoom out. At those times, guys, you can just use the scroll wheel itself. Move the scroll wheel up to zoom in, move the scroll wheel down to zoom out. That's it. So you see, using the scroll wheel in your mouse itself, you will very easily be able to move around your SketchUp window. You see, instead of using shortcuts or clicking the icons every single time, just use the mouse itself. Okay, up to you which method you prefer. Okay, first familiarize yourself with using the icons. Then you can get used to the shortcuts and then you can go and just use your mouse. That way you can find which method works best. If you want to save the most amount of time, when you come to code stitch, you can always just use your mouse then. Okay. But guys, there is nothing inside your mouse by default which will allow you to zoom window and use your zoom extents. And sometimes, okay, the shortcuts will just be a little messed up. Okay. You have to just go ahead, click it all at the same time. And now you see, it will come across. If you are facing any difficulty with using the shortcuts, you can just go ahead, use your entire icons also. It is up to you and it is your preference which you want to go ahead and use. Okay. So this way, guys, you can go and move all the way around your model inside your SketchUp using your navigation tools. Now, guys, is this clear to everybody so far? Are there any questions? All good? Okay, I'm seeing a few good reactions. What about everybody else? For those of you who joined in later, guys, you will have a small button at the bottom of your phone and even on your laptop saying reactions. If you're on your phone, it will be there under more options. You can go click on that. Anytime you have understood a concept, you can just let me know with a reaction. Okay? Even a simple thumbs up also will be fine, just to let me know that you have understood. All right. I'm seeing a lot of good reactions. Fantastic. So we'll go ahead. And now, guys, let's see how you can go create this entire thing here. All right. You see, basically, it was just a rectangle at this point, right? Now, guys, the tool for the rectangle, okay, the shortcut is just the letter R. All right. You can go just click on R for now. And then you see you have the rectangle tool. Okay. Now, guys, when you go click on this point here, now you just drag it out. It is showing you a preview of how the rectangle will look. And now you can just go click a second point. You see it has gone and made a surface. Okay. But this you see is just a random measurement, right? We do not specify any dimension and such. Not to worry, you can do that also inside a SketchUp. You see, when you go click on this point, at the bottom right, you see it says dimensions here, right? All you have to do, guys, is you can, when you are moving itself, when it is showing you the preview, you can go specify a dimension. Let's say you want a rectangle of 2 meters by 3 meters. We're just going to type in 2, 3, click enter, and now you see it has automatically made a rectangle of 2 meters by 3 meters. Okay. Don't worry, I will show you how you can go and measure it out also with the coming classes. All right. Now this way you have gone and made your entire tool set here. Okay. Now this way guys, whichever unit of measurement you are using, whether you are using mm, centimeters, feet in inches, whatever it is, you can just specify first dimension, comma, second dimension. That's it. Then click enter. I'll repeat this again. Instead of just clicking first point, randomly clicking a second point and getting a surface, you can just click the first point. When you start seeing the preview, just type in the value that you want. And let's say you want a square. So 3, 3, click enter. Now you see you got one square at this point here. Okay. So this way guys, you can go ahead and you can create your rectangular area. Now, you may have noticed that you see it is only creating it in from the corner. But if you click your control button, either keep it pressed or just tap on it once. Now you see it is drawing it from the center. Okay. So this way, if you click on it again, it will come back to corner. Again, one more time, if you click it, you see it is going to make a rectangle surface from the center instead. Okay. So this is how you can go and use your rectangle tool to go and make the rectangular surfaces. Okay. Is this clear to everybody, guys? There are 3 ways. I'll repeat this again. There are 3 ways on how you can get your rectangles. Inside your rectangle tool, just type the letter R. That is the shortcut. Okay. Now, first method, click on one point, click on the second point, and you got your surface. Second method is more accurate. Okay, you are specifying the dimensions. Click on the first point. Now, when you see the preview, just go ahead, type in a value that you want, click enter. It will automatically go and make a surface to those dimensions. Third method, now you see it is coming only from the corner. If you just tap on control, now you see it is going to make the surface from the center. Okay, same way here also. If you want to go specify dimensions, you can do that. Let's say 1, 1, click enter. You see it is gone and made a 1 meter surface like this. Okay. So this way you can use your rectangle tool in all of these methods to go and create one rectangular surface. Is this clear to everybody so far? Okay. I'm seeing a lot of good reactions. Fantastic. Really good. So, 1 second, guys. I'm just going to have a sip of water first. Okay, so this way you can go and create your entire surface here. Okay. Now guys, we're just going to go ahead. We want to go give it some thickness. Okay, that is your height. For this, you are basically going to do something called extruding, which basically in SketchUp means you're just pulling it or pushing it down. Okay. Now we will go more in depth into this particular tool in the coming classes. But today, if you want to try it out, you can just use the shortcut, the letter P. P for push. Okay. So when you click on P, you see your mouse cursor has changed. Now, if you go up to a surface like this, and then if you just go ahead, click on it and move your mouse up, you see you have immediately just started pulling that surface up. Okay, like this. Now click on it once again and you see it has stopped. This way, guys, now you see every single surface. You can go and push it through like this. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to go in depth to this particular tool in the coming classes. But just for today, you can go ahead, pull up some surfaces that you have made, just using the letter P to bring up the push pull tool, click, drag, and then click one more time to stop. Now you see we've got one entire couple of boxes like this, right? Now guys, I'm going to show you how you can go apply a particular color or a material to this. Because right now you see it is all just white. By default, SketchUp has made all of these surfaces white color. At any point of time, if you ever want to go change the color or change your materials, okay, we're going to go in depth with it in the future classes as well. But now I'm going to show you how you can get that sorted also. Okay. Now for this, guys, you are going to use the paint bucket tool. Okay. The shortcut for this is the letter B. B for bucket. Okay. Now you see this is this tool right here at the top. I would still suggest that you can just use the shortcut, the letter B. All right. Now, when you do this, guys, you see immediately your cursor has become a bucket. Now, anytime you want to go change a specific color, etc. Now, this is when, guys, you have to go and use your default spray. Okay. Now, just before we do that, I want to give you all one quick tip. Any point of time, if you want to go back to not using a tool, you can just use your mouse button. That is your cursor. Okay. When you want to do that, just click on your space bar. That's it. That is the shortcut for you to come back to your general mouse. Okay. If you have forgotten the shortcut also, don't worry. You have the icon right here. Okay. This way, whatever tool you are in, just click on the space bar or select the tool. And now you've come to your selection tool. Okay. Now, guys, inside our default tray here, okay, I'm just going to go, we'll switch off the auto hide and just pin it in place. Okay. You will have all of these different options. Okay. You can go ahead, turn them on and off inside your default tray itself. Whichever ones you want, you can go remove, you can add it, things like that. Now, by default, your materials is turned on. If it is not also, you can go turn it on from here. Same option, window, default tray, make sure it's on. Okay. Don't worry, by default, it will be on only. Now let's go into it. Inside your default tray, just expand your materials list. Now here, guys, it's very interesting. You see, you have so many different options which they're already giving to you by default. Whether you want a particular color, whether you want some water also, you can add in some synthetic surfaces, even under tile also. You see, there are so many different options. Okay. I will show you how you can bring in new materials, add new materials also. Okay. But for today, let's go ahead. And you see right now this month, you can go select, let's say you want to select a color. Okay. Now you can go ahead. Let's say you're just selecting one darker color like this. So it will be easy for you to see as well. Okay. Now, once you have done this, guys, we're just going to go ahead and apply the color here. Now you see immediately the color has changed. Same, left click only, left mouse button, and now you see we are applying the surface. But you see, instead of us sitting and scrolling and panning all the way around and using your orbit tool by using your scroll wheel, etc., instead of doing it for every single surface, guys, pay attention. If you hold your control key, keep it held. Using a small dotted dash is there underneath your paint bucket, right? This is how it normally looks. Now there is a small dotted dash. Now when you go select and click on a surface, you see everything that is connected to the surface. That is, that entire object has been applied the color. I'll repeat this again. Instead of us sitting and applying the color like this, you see for every single surface, orbiting all the way through. Instead of doing all of that, just hold your control key. Now just go click on a particular surface. Everything that is connected to that surface, that is the entire object, has now has that color there. Okay. Same way, guys, if you ever hold your shift key inside your paint bucket tool, you are seeing a small icon next to it, right? Now if you go select it, you see guys, basically what is going to happen is, if you have made an entire, let's say you've got multiple surfaces, okay, like this, like so. Don't worry, there is a method where you can just go ahead and copy the same surfaces all together, something called an array. I will show you how to do that in the coming classes. For now, let's say that you have just made all these surfaces like this. You want to go give it one particular color. All right, let's say we'll change the color here. Now you know that either you can apply it surface by surface, or you can do control to go apply it to the surface. If not, guys, if you hold shift and then if you go apply a color, you see every single object that is right next to it. Okay, that is the entire copied object of it. You see it has gone ahead and it has the color. Okay, so this way, when you've got a surface, you can either just go ahead, apply it to that particular surface, hold control and apply it to the entire object, hold shift if you want to apply it to everything in the closest vicinity. Okay, basically everything that looks like it will get applied with that same color. Now guys, at any point of time, if you want to undo a particular move, let's say you don't want to apply the color to this object. If you want to go back, the shortcut for this is Control and the letter Z. Z for zoom, that's same one. Okay, just do Control Z, and now you see it has gone back to the previous step. Okay, now what you can do, hold Control, apply to this object, hold Control, apply to this object. This one remains as is. Okay, so you can go ahead and practice this one out as well. All right. So like this, guys, you can go and apply your material. Now, is this clear to everybody so far? If it is, then I will show you all one small practice assignment that you can try out. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of very good reactions. So let's go ahead. Yes, tell me, Shivam, you've raised your hand. You can unmute yourself and just ask me the question now.
मैम वो शिफ्ट वाला ऑप्शन कैसा था?
You to hold shift, that's it, and then you'll see there's a small 3 dots around your paint bucket tool. When you click on it now, it is going to get applied to everything.
So shift or control the same function?
Yeah, you just have to hold shift. If you hold control and apply a particular color, it is going to get applied to the entire object. If you hold shift and do it to everything similar to it, it is going to go get up. That's it. Is that clear? Okay, fantastic. All right. So then guys, since that is clear to everyone, now I will just go ahead. I'll show you one quick practice assignment that you can go and try out as well. Okay. Now, first thing that you have to do, just go ahead, use your rectangle tool. Okay, guys, you have to try this out for your practice so that you have become more familiar with the tools. Okay, as I mentioned, at the end of almost every class, I will give you 1 or 2 quick practice assignments. That way, you are going to practice out the tools that you would have learned in that particular class. Okay, when you are done with it, either take a screenshot or even just a picture on your phone, send it to me on WhatsApp. You have my number. I've sent a message to you on the group. You can just send it to me directly. Not a problem. Just send me on WhatsApp. All right. Now, over here, guys, we're going to go ahead. I will show you how you can go and do your practice assignment. Okay. Now, for today, let's go ahead. We will go and make one floor and one walls. We'll go apply one color to it. All right. So look closely here. First, click on the letter R to get your rectangle tool. Now we're just going to go. Let's say we started dragging it out. You can see the preview. All right. Let's say you want to give it particular dimensions. Okay, you can just go type in, let's say 5 by 7. Okay, I am working in the unit of measurement for meters. You can use whichever one you prefer, not a problem. Same thing, just type in the dimensions that you want. click enter, and you see it has correctly gone ahead and made a surface like that. Okay. Now guys, we have to go make our walls, correct? Now for this, I'm going to show you another tool, the offset tool. Basically, what will that allow you to do? You have all these lines here. It is just going to go copy all of those lines and bring it out in front or to the back. Okay, wherever you specify. Don't worry, we'll be going into detail in the offset tool also in the coming classes. For today's practice, what you have to do is just type on the letter F. Immediately you'll see there is a small icon next to your mouse cursor. Okay. Now, if you just go move your mouse to the surface, and now if you click and you start just moving your mouse out, you see basically all the edges of that surface have been copied. Okay, and you see they are basically being offset. Okay, now we are going to go ahead and we are making a room, correct? So let's go with our standard wall thickness of 0.23 meters. So I am just going to type in 0.23, move the mouse inside. Okay, if you move it outside, it will come outside only. So we are going to go ahead, we are offsetting it inside by 0.3 meters, click enter. Now you see we have a different surface because in SketchUp, how it works is if you have any surface here, okay, at any point of time, if there is a line in between, now SketchUp reads it as two different surfaces. Okay, so this is a very useful concept, guys. So do make use of it. So now you see, because we have offsetted those edges inside by 0.23 meters, now this is a separate surface. This is also a separate surface. Now we've got our entire surface separate for our walls. So you can go ahead, use your push-pull tool. All right. The shortcut for this is the letter P. So again, just going to go ahead. We'll use our push-pull tool here, guys. With the shortcut, the letter P, P for push. And then you see when you go to this point, this is a different surface. This is a different surface. We're just going to go click on this point, move the mouse up. We are making a small room, right? So let's just go with your standard 3-meter height itself. Just type in 3, click enter. You see, even the push pull tool also will automatically go and pull it up correctly to 3 meters. Okay. If you ever want to check, guys, you can use the tape measure tool for this. The shortcut for this is the letter T. So when you click on it, select the first point, just move your mouse to the second point. You see it shows you also 3 meters. Even at the bottom right also, it shows you the dimension. Again, we'll be covering the tape measure tool also in detail in the future classes. For those of you all who are interested, this is how you can do it. Just for today, you can go do that. Okay. But don't worry, as I said, we are going to be covering that in the future classes in detail. All right. Now, so far, we have gone ahead. We have created our walls also. Okay. Now, guys, you see, we've got our entire floor and we've got our walls around. Now you can go apply a material. Let's say you want to give it a brick material. Inside your materials, just come up to your brick cladding sliding options. You can go ahead, whichever siding or brick you want, you can go apply. Now, guys, we are going to be smart about this. So instead of applying it to every single individual surface one by one, just hold your control key and then select. You see, basically now all of the surfaces that are attached to it have all been applied that particular material. Okay. Now, let's say interiors. You want to go ahead and apply different materials also. Why don't we start off with our floor? Let's say you want to apply a tile for it. We're going to come up here to our tiles option. Select any particular tile that you like. Apply it here. That's it. Now you see we've got that tile inside of here. Okay. Now for the interiors of the wall, let's say you want to go ahead, apply any color or things like that also, you can go do that. We'll come up to our colors here. So you select any particular color that you might like, you can apply it to that wall there. Okay. Now you see we have got our internal colored walls We've got our brick outside here, and we've got some tiled surfaces for the floor. Okay. Now, guys, I'm going to show you how you can go and create your own material. Okay, that is, you want to go ahead and apply some different material here. Let's say that you have, you want a wallpaper on your one of the walls here. Okay, here's what you have to do, guys. First, okay, we're going to just go into your browser, okay, and we'll just go ahead and just search for any image that you want. If there is a particular image you want to bring in also, you can just go ahead. We'll do that as well. Okay, for now, we're just going to go ahead, search for a wallpaper. Okay, any particular one, any kind of image that you want, you can go ahead, just save it, download it, whatever image that you like. You can just go click on that particular one. Okay, right click and then save that image. Save it as your normal save image as. Okay. After you've done this, guys, go save it in your particular file location, wherever it is that you please. Okay. Then let's come back here. After you have saved your file, okay, here's what you have to do. Now, come up in here inside your materials tab. This is showing you the current material. Okay, these are all the different ones you can select. This is your current material. Now you see this option here. This is the default material. Okay, first go click on that. Now you see that is the current one. Above that, you'll see there is a small box with a plus symbol. That is your create new material option. First come to default material, guys. Then go click on this create new material. And you will see a window that shows up like this. Okay. Now, after this is done, you have this option here, guys, called texture. And you're seeing a small folder here. Just go click on that folder and it is going to take you to the files in your computer. Now you can go to where you have saved that particular image, guys, and you can just go ahead and click open. Immediately you see that image has come up here. Okay. Now just go ahead, click OK. And now you see we are inside our in model section. We have all the materials. Now automatically we are inside the in model selection. This is the material that is selected. Okay. Now look here, guys. Let's say you're going to go apply it to this particular spot. Okay. What this has done is it has applied and made copies of it to go fit inside this point. But of course, this is not the scale that we wanted to, correct? So pay close attention, guys. Here is how you have to scale a material that you have applied. Select only the surface. Okay. Now look here. If you select, right now we've selected the surface. If you double click, you're seeing that the edge also has been highlighted. That means the edges also have been selected. Right now, you don't want to do that. Okay. Select anywhere outside to deselect. Now we are only going to select the surface. Okay. So just click on only the surface. Then right click and you have the option for texture. After you applied a material, you just have to go select that surface with the material, right click, select texture, go select position. Okay. Now inside position, guys, you will immediately see there are 4 different pins here. Okay. Now pay attention. The green one is what will allow you to go and scale it and rotate it. Okay. You just have to click, drag it. That's it. If you move it up and down, you will see you can also rotate it as well. Okay. Like this way, just going to go scale. If you want to move it, you can just go ahead, move anywhere outside like this. But the red pin will allow you to go snap it also to a particular point. So we're just going to go click on it, drag it. Now you see it has snapped to that particular point like this. Just going to go move it up here, snap it there. Now you can use the green pin, scale it. If you want to go rotate it also, you can do that. All right. Now, the yellow pin here, pay attention, guys. The yellow pin is what is going to allow you to move the perspective of the image. Okay. However you prefer. Right now, we don't need to move the perspective because this is flat only. So we're going to leave it as this. This blue pin here will allow you to stretch it up and down. Whether you want to stretch it or squeeze it, you can use the blue pin for this. Okay. So I'm going to repeat the entire process again, guys. Okay, do pay attention. Here's what you're going to do. First thing, all right, come up to your materials tab, click on default material, click on create new material. Then select your folder, select an image file that you have saved, go click open. You have that material here, click open. Now from your in model that has been selected, we're just going to go apply color. The scaling is not correct, not a problem. Just go ahead, select only the surface, just one click. All right. Now right click, you have a texture option here. Go select position. Now you'll see 4 pins. The green pin, you need to click it and drag it. Okay. And you see we can scale it. You can also rotate it. If you want to move it, you can move it out here. But if you hold the red pin and move, then you can go snap it to a point as well. So that is quite useful. So like this, you can go scale it to your preference. If you want to change the perspective of your image, you can do it with the yellow pin. If you want to go stretch or squeeze the image, you can use the blue pin. Okay. So like this, guys, you can go ahead, place the entire wallpaper however you want. Okay. Now, when you are done, you can just right click at this particular point and click done, or select anywhere outside. Just click anywhere outside. That's it. Now you see you have applied the material. Okay. So like this, guys, you can basically go ahead and apply this material here. Okay. But now you see again the scaling is gone. So you don't have to go scale it every single time. Okay. Here's what you have to do. After you scale it even one time, you see this tool here, guys, this sample paint, this kind of eyedropper tool. When you go select that, go sample this paint. Now, if you go apply it, you see it will apply that particular material with the same scaling effect. So you don't have to go scale it every single time. Scale it one time, sample that particular paint with this, it will also sample the scaling and it goes and applies it wherever you go set. Okay, so again, we're just going to go click on our sample paint, select this point, apply the paint. That's it. Okay, so now you see you have gone ahead, you have made one entire room also. You have given a tile for your floor, different paints for your internal walls, and you can go keep in whatever image you want for your wallpaper as well. All right. So guys, is this clear to everybody? Are there any doubts? You can go practice this out for your first practice assignment, just so that you will familiarize yourself with all of the basic tools and how to move around inside SketchUp, how to go create one room and start applying your materials, and how to create new materials also. All right. So if you've understood, you can let me know with a reaction. If you have any doubts, anything you want me to repeat also, you can let me know. All right, I'm seeing a lot of good reactions. Okay, is it clear to everybody? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of good reactions. What about Priyanka, Harshit, Kaushal, and Satish? Is it clear to you all as well? All right, perfect. I'm seeing a lot of good reactions now. Fantastic. So guys, like this, you can go ahead, play this out. Okay, perfect, Harshit. Very good. Okay, so like this, guys, you can go ahead and create one room, give it some internal paints, one tile texture, whichever kind of materials you want, you can go apply. Also, go create one new material, whichever one you want, and you can just go apply. Okay, like this, guys, you can go ahead and get the entire thing made. Now, as mentioned, after you have finished your entire practice assignment, all you have to do is just take a screenshot. Okay, I'm sure everyone's system will have that feature. If not, also, you will also have your snipping tool. You can use your snipping tool itself. Just go click new, select only this one particular model that you have made. Okay, you can go save this as an image. All right. For those of you who don't know how to, just go ahead, search inside your Windows, guys, for snipping tool. It will be there. Okay. Same, even with Macs also, you will have a different version for your snipping tool. If not also, you can just go ahead, take a screenshot and you can send that to me personally. If not also, for those of you all who are still comfortable, you can just always use your mobile phone itself. Just take a picture itself. Okay. Yes. So, okay, Asma, we get into that. Now, guys, after you have gone and taken your entire picture, you can send that to me personally on WhatsApp. You have my number saved. Okay, it will be there on the message. I just sent a message this morning as well. You can go ahead, send it to me personally. Okay, that way it'll just be easier for me to keep a track of it also. So always send me text personally. Same way, if you have any doubts regarding anything, you can always just text me personally, whether it is relating to the meeting also, and you are trying to come into the meeting, anything like that. You can always feel free to just send me a text personally and I will help you out with it. All right. Now, guys, as mentioned, we are recording all of these classes. Okay. Now, after we have finished the class, it will take some time for Zoom to go and convert it to a viewable format. And then what we're going to do is I will go and upload it to a Google Drive. You can go access it from there. I will show you the process also. Okay. But just give it a couple of hours after the class is over because it will take some time for it to finish recording. This is a very long class, right? So it will take some time for it to record and then to go convert it and then for Google Drive to process it. Okay. So just wait a couple of hours after each class. After that is done, guys, I will share a link on the group. Okay. Give it, as mentioned, give it a couple of hours. After that, I will share the link. Now, what you'll have to do guys, is inside your portion here, I'm just going to open up just one reference for you here. Now, guys, when you go up here, all right, I will share the link with you. Now, the first time you use it, I'm just going to come up here, I'll show you this file here. First, let's go ahead. We're just going to go clear out the screen so you all don't get distracted. Now, in this point here, I will share a Google Drive link with you. Okay. Now, when you click on it, guys, the first time, you might get a window like this saying that you will need access. Okay. Now, what you have to do, guys, is just go ahead and request access. Now, just one thing, make sure that you are using the same email ID that you have given for your registration because that is the one that is on log. Okay. So use that same email ID to go and request access. All right. Then access will be given. But if you're using any other email ID, guys, please do go ahead, send a message to Pranali, email her, send her your email. Just send her a WhatsApp test. Again, send it to her personally. Okay, it will just be a lot easier to keep track, etc. All right. But just try to use the same one that you have used with your registration. Okay. Then, guys, once you click on that, okay, I will also upload it to your group info. Now, this is how your WhatsApp info is inside your WhatsApp group, right? This is just for an example I'm showing you. You will have the description with the timings, etc. I will also upload the Zoom link on the group info. Okay. So for every class, you can just go up to your group info and you can go and access that link to come on to the meeting. Okay. As mentioned, if you have any such problems, always send me a text personally and I can help you out with it. Okay. Same way, guys, you have the drive link here. Okay. Now, once you have gone ahead and you click your drive link, as mentioned, if you get a point like this, use the same register email ID, go request access. If you're facing any difficulty, you can always text Pranali about your access. Just give her your email ID as well. Okay. If not, also, you can always just send me a text. I'll be able to help you out. Now, guys, after you've gone ahead and done this, just 1 second here. I'm just going to go ahead. Let's open that file so you all can easily see it. Just a second here, guys. I'm just going to open the one that you all will easily be able to see, so it won't be confusing for you all as well. Oh, excuse me, let me just go ahead and share it again. Thank you. So, all right, so now over here, okay, basically how it's going to be, guys, is you will have a different folder for your own classes. All right, now inside of that, guys, for every single class that you'll have a folder like this. Okay, let me just finish loading. Basically, they will have one different point here for your class recordings. Okay, you can just go ahead, click on that folder for your class recordings. Okay, now inside here, guys, I will keep different folders for every single class. You can just go ahead, click on it to go and access that particular recording. Okay, so I'll repeat the entire process again, guys. Basically, I will just share a Google Drive link with you. Okay, give it a couple of hours for the conversion and everything to take place. It will always take just a few hours for it to go convert it and then for a Google Drive to process it and such. After this is done, guys, you just have to go click on that link with your registered email address. You can go request access. All right. After you've done that, you will basically be able to view your drive. Okay. Inside this, guys, all you have to do is go up to your class recordings. There will be a folder for that. For every single class, there will be a different folder. You can go to that particular folder and view the recording for that day. Okay. So this way, guys, anytime you want access to the recordings, you can go ahead and do it this way. Okay. So as mentioned, for today's class, you can go ahead, practice this creating this entire room. This way, you are basically practicing almost all of the concepts that you will have started off with this first class. Okay. When you are done, take a picture of it. Even a screenshot also is fine. You can go ahead, save that image and just send it to me personally. Okay, so this way you will also feel more confident. Okay, keep practicing the assignment skills just so that you will build more confidence and you will be much more comfortable with how the software works. All right. So guys, is this clear to everybody how you can go access the drive link, everything related to the class also? If you have any doubts, feel free to go ahead. You can raise your hand. We'll start discussing them. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of very good reactions. Okay, all right, fantastic. Then guys, you can go ahead, give it a couple of hours, and then if you want to check the recording also later, you have it inside your Google Drive. Okay, just give it a couple of hours after every class. As I mentioned, it will take some time for it to convert, etc. So just wait for a while and then you can go access the recordings. Even if you have missed a particular class, not a problem. You always have the recordings. Okay. Even after that, if you have any doubt at any point of time, feel free guys to just send me a text personally and I can help you out with it. Yes, Harshit, I will be sharing all that with you. Okay. So all these things, guys, you will be having these files as well. Okay. Sure thing, Harshit, no problem. Okay. So guys, as mentioned, if you have any difficulty when you're logging into the meeting or things like that, or just any doubts regarding that particular assignment or something you are trying, not a problem, guys. Just send me a text personally. Okay, that way it will be a lot easier for us to be able to communicate and I can track, etc. All right, you can just send me the progress. Just send me a screenshot or a snippet, save it as an image, and you can go ahead send it to me on WhatsApp itself. Okay. This way, guys, you will also feel very encouraged and you'll be motivated to keep practicing different things. All right, so do try. All right. Now, guys, are there any doubts? All good? Okay. So, all right, I'm seeing a lot of good reactions. Okay, perfect. All right, very good, guys. Then, as I mentioned, I'm just going to give you one more quick reminder that how it's going to work is the entire first week of classes. Okay, we are basically going to cover all of the foundation basics so that you become very strong in the foundations. Then, when we start moving on to more advanced topics, you will understand why we are doing certain things the most efficient way. Okay, so we'll go step by step. All right. Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right, guys. Since that's clear to everybody. Okay. Perfect. Fantastic. Then, guys, if you have any doubts, you can go ahead and ask me. If not, you are free to leave the class. Okay, you can just go ahead and you can start practicing this out. As mentioned, anytime you have any doubts at all, guys, please feel free to just send me a text personally with whatever issue or whatever doubt you have. You can send me a text personally and I can help you through. Okay, all right. Then, guys, I will see you all again for the next class. Okay. Bye bye. It is really nice meeting all of you. I will see you all again soon. Okay. When you are done with the practice assignments, you can just send it to me soon. All right. Okay, guys. I will see you all in the next class then. Sure thing, Asma. I'm glad I was able to help. You're welcome. Sure, Harshit. Fantastic. Okay. Bye, Harshit. Bye bye. Bye, Asma. I'll see all of you all again in the next class. Bye, Jyoti. Bye, Twinkle. Bye, Shubham. I'll wait here a couple of minutes, guys. If you all have any doubts, you can ask me. If not, you are free to leave the class, and I will see you all again in the next class. Okay, bye.